Oh, hi, it's Editing Jordan here. As I was going through this video, I filmed this video back in August and I realized that like a lot of it is kind of summery, which makes sense being filmed in August. But like we've got like nail polish colors that are pretty like pastel-y and certain things where I'm just like, this is great for summer and like the heat and whatever. And I realize it's December now. So I just wanted to make this little intro so you would know that I'm not crazy. I do know what season it is. I'm just that far backlogged on things that I've filmed. And I still wanted to give you this video anyway instead of like refilming it, and that would just be silly. So now you know why I sound like a crazy person talking about summer things in December, and we can get on with this video. Thanks. So as we are headed into the fall season, I thought it was maybe about time that I updated you with another favorites video, and I am just gonna jump right into it. I have a couple of skincare favorites for you. The first is this little sample by Balance Me Natural Skincare, and it is a congested skin serum. I got this in a Birchbox. Yes, I'm still getting Birchboxes, guys. I haven't fallen off the Birchbox bandwagon, but it is, they claim, an on-the-spot soothing gel designed to diminish blemishes, calm inflammation without causing dryness or irritation. I don't really use this as a spot treatment. I have found it works best for me when I just do it all over my face at night before I go to bed. And I have found that my skin when I wake up is so much softer, it's visibly clearer, and literally when you think of the word like congested skin, this just solves that. It is soothed, it is relaxed, it is not tight, it is not irritated. Like, it really does the trick, and after using it for like a week, I definitely noticed a difference in my skin. And I'm losing my voice talking about it. If I even get like the hint that like this week is gonna be a bad week for my skin, I start using this and it makes a huge difference. So like I said, I'm totally buying the full size. It's been a miracle worker. I've always enjoyed makeup wipes as a part of my skincare routine, and I know some skincare people will be like, to makeup wipes, but I've always liked them just for convenience, but especially since I've developed my skincare routine a little more and there's more steps involved in it, I like having this be kind of the first step. So when I get home, like I straight away want to take my makeup off, I use a makeup wipe, and then I, do some additional steps before bed. But this is always the first step, and I don't know, I've explored a wide breadth of makeup wipe brands, makeup wipes that are scented, ones that aren't, that are supposed to be good for acne, that are supposed to be, good for moisture, this, that, the other. And, some have worked better than others, but this has by far been the best, and it is so inexpensive from the drugstore. I'm so excited about it. It's by Clean and Clear, which is, a pretty standard like acne brand that, from the drugstore that doesn't, necessarily get a whole lot of attention. They get every speck of my makeup off without having to like furiously rub. Like, they aren't too dry. Some makeup wipes like don't have a lot of moisture in them. They're extremely moisturizing. They don't have a obnoxious odor. They're very calming. They're very moisturizing. They're phenomenal. Like, I've never used one that I like more. And maybe I'm just not exploring makeup wipes as much as I should, but for like a $5 thing of makeup wipes, this is insane, and I am obsessed, and you should definitely try them. You all should know by now that I really love Essie's Gel Couture nail polish line, and I have a new favorite. This one is called Couture Curator. So couture all around, like, they spoke to me on a personal level, but this is just such a pretty, light, peachy pink coral shade. I love it for summer. I'm probably gonna carry it in through the fall as well because it kind of pulls in some of those orange tones, but it's not like too orangey, not too pink. And a lot of light formulas, you have to put on like 30 different layers in order for it to actually like be opaque on your nail. You don't have to do that with this. It is just flawless, and I love it. I feel like anytime a girl finds a good pair of jeans, she's gotta let her sisters know, and I have found my new favorite high-waisted denim. And let's just have a little chat about this. I am not one who has ever liked to spend a ton of money on jeans, which I know might seem counterproductive because you need to like invest in good jeans. But I also wear jeans so frequently that I know they're going to wear out, and so I don't want to spend like $200 on a pair of jeans that I know based on how much I wear them is going to only last me like a year or two. So, cue in my quest for high-waisted denim.
which if you had asked me 5 years ago that I was gonna wear high-waisted denim, I would have been like, girl, no way. But girls got a different body now and I got a little more of a booty than I once did, which means I need a little more coverage, and that is a-okay. So I started looking for high-waisted jeans. I'm really gonna try to make a long story short. My first stop was Anthropologie. I think I've probably featured those high-rise denim leggings in a favorites video before. They did not end up working out for me. The dark wash pair became like threadbare on the inner thighs, which is not an ideal situation. The light wash pair that I got, the zipper like in the front would like pull out, and I had to wear tops that would cover it, and it became really annoying. So I decided to get rid of those because yeah, those were not ideal. And something I found when I started looking at other brands was that I have a thinner waist than I have hips and thighs, and so there were pairs that like I couldn't even get over my butt because the waist was small, but I needed that waist size to fit my waist, but like I needed it to have enough stretch to actually like get over the booty to fit my waist. So like curvy girl problems. But long story short, found a solution in Maurices, my long lost love. I used to work at Maurices way back in the day, still shop there on occasion, and they have totally revamped their denim line. I couldn't wear their denim for a really long time because they only really had low-rise jeans, and the jeans that they had in high-rise just didn't quite fit me. But now they have high-rise denim flex jeans. I am obsessed with these. I love this dark wash. I love the rise on them. They are just magnificent and comfy. The pockets are like a mesh pocket, which I don't think you can probably see, but it makes it lay flatter in the front. It's really brilliant. And yeah, it's just, they fit fantastically. And the best part about them is I was able to size down in them. So unexpected. I normally would be about an 8 in jeans these days, and these are a 6, and they still like are a little loose on me. I might try on a 4 at some point and see how that rolls. But these are like the first jeans that Maurices has done that are even in like 246 sizing, so it's a big change for them, but I think it's really well worth it. These jeans are great, and I need to get them in another wash and multiple pairs because they fit so well and they're so comfy. I wear them all the time. Something I also feel very strongly about ladies sharing with each other is when we find a good strapless bra, because strapless bras are horrible creations. They're impossible. I hate every part of them, but I found a good one. So if you don't care about bras for a second, you can just skip over this. But my ladies, this bra. Did you know that Spanx made bras? I knew that they made shapewear. Had no idea that they made bras, but they do, and this is incredible. It has this little crisscross thing in the front that keeps the boobies together. There is no gapping. The cups are like pillow soft, incredible. There's a little bit of push-up, which in a strapless bra is good because it keeps everything like up and tight. The side has Spanx technology. There's like a teeny bone, but like a flexible bone, so it's not sticking into you, that keeps you in. There's no back fat issue, and the inside is like a no slip grip, so it stays on, it stays up. It's brilliant. I have some new journals that I love. Now, I do not need to buy more journals. I do not need to buy more notebooks. I have too many already, but I love them. And I have 2 from Anthropologie that are the most brilliant things ever. So let's just discuss. They're double-sided. What? Double-sided. And it's like 2 sides of your creativity. So this one says dream, the other side says scheme. This one says plan, on the other side says passion. And it's like half blank pages and half lined pages. So you can do like, these are brilliant for bullet journaling. Like if you do bullet journaling, get these journals because they'd be incredible for them. But I like that it's like, here's where I keep all my lists, and then here's where I draw pictures. Like it's just everything about who I am as a person is embodied in these journals, and I am in love. Let's talk about food for a quick minute, specifically grilled cheese. I now work down the street from a grilled cheese restaurant. You heard me, a grilled cheese restaurant. how lucky am I? It is called Everdine's. It is amazing. I'm obsessed with them. Everything is delicious. I made it like my mission that I needed to go through every single item on their like main menu, because you can also do create your own grilled cheeses, but I wanted to do all of like their preset grilled cheeses first to like get a feel for their flavors and then go from there. And I have accomplished this task. There's like one or two that I haven't tried, but I actually don't need to try them because I already know that it's like a sauerkraut grilled cheese sandwich that I know I don't want. But regardless, there's so many grilled cheese options that are incredible. The turkey meltdown is hands down my favorite. It is turkey and bacon and chipotle mayo deliciousness. The other ones that I've enjoyed have done like a combination of like meat and cheese and pineapple, which is nothing that I thought that I would ever love, but I thought it was worth a try, and it was so good. Like everything is incredible. My boyfriend got this one that it's called the Sacre cheese. They're really big into puns there, but it's like a Euro style like grilled cheese sandwich, and it was also so good. Yeah, but everything is just amazing. So if you're ever in Naperville, Illinois, go to Everdine's. It is so good and so well worth your time. They also have small dip cups of tomato soup that you can get, which also I think is just kind of genius. So they're really good people there. They know me by name now. It's kind of a problem, but I love it. I saw a few movies that kind of harken back to childhood nostalgia, the first being the Won't You Be My Neighbor documentary about Mr. Rogers. There's been a lot of Mr. Rogers content out lately. There was a PBS documentary, there are books out because it is the 50th anniversary of when his show first aired. But this documentary is, if you don't see any of those other things, this is the must see. I think it's out of theaters at this point, but if you have any chance to see it, please go see it. It perfectly tied together what his show was about, who he was as a person, and like what was going around like culturally at the time. And all of those connective threads just made perfect sense in the way this documentary was pieced together. Was brilliant and so good. It was just really incredible. And even if you weren't a huge fan of Mr. Rogers growing up, this is still, I think, an important movie to see in terms of cultural relevancy now, which you won't really understand until you see it. But it's important to see it, and you should see it. I also saw Cristopher Robin with Ewan McGregor, and let us just discuss that I don't think I have ever cried more seeing any movie in my life. I cried buckets. Okay. Granted, you need to understand that Winnie the Pooh like had a very special place in my heart growing up. I had a Winnie the Pooh themed bedroom. I had Winnie the Pooh themed birthday parties. I was a Winnie the Pooh girl, and my friend Lauren saw I think every Winnie the Pooh movie that has ever come out. We saw it, including the one that just came out in like 2011 when we were like 18 years old. Like we were going to see Winnie the Pooh together, and we went to see this movie together. And we both just lost it. We lost our minds. First off, it is just a perfectly made movie. Anyone who tells you that it's like sappy or trite is full of it, and I hate them. But also, it's just heartwarming and beautiful, and Winnie the Pooh is just so sweet and wonderful, and it just broke my poor heart. It was too much for me to handle, and I cried so much. So it's good to see. I'll definitely buy it. It's not one that I would watch every day because it was good tears and sad tears and just so many tears. On a more cheerful note, I have been obsessed with the Delete This podcast with Hank and Catherine Green. It is so funny on so many levels. Basically, Hank decides to get together with his wife Catherine once a week and analyze his tweets throughout the week. Catherine, his wife, is not into Twitter at all and kind of keeps him grounded of like, you should delete that tweet, which is hence the name. But it's just so funny. Their husband-wife relationship is hilarious. It's good in terms of cultural relevancy as well, just because of, you know, most liked tweets and, you know, the social interweb nonsense, but it's just really funny. If you want a good laugh once a week, it is well worth it. I've been on like a really long kick of like lady YouTuber music, because first Tessa Violet released Crush, which is incredible and is doing so well, and I'm just like so obsessed with her success because I've been following her for so many years before she was even a musician, which is amazing. And then like Dodie went on tour, so I've been listening to a lot of Dodie. And then Dodie and Julia Nunes and Orla Gartland did their God is a Woman cover, which blew my mind. And then that got me like on this big Julia Nunes Orla Gartland kick. I went to see Julia Nunes. She was in Chicago. I didn't actually get to see her in Chicago. I had to drive up to Milwaukee to go see her, but it was so well worth it. She's incredible, and I've been obsessed with her song Make Out. It's an older song, but it's really funny and just a good pump up jam, and I love it. And then Orla Gartland's I Go Crazy music video is absurd and brilliant, and if she is not on SNL this season, I'm gonna be really mad because she is better than half the people that they have on SNL. And yeah, basically I'm just on like this big kick of listening to all of these awesome women and their music, so I'll leave all the links below so you can check them out. And yeah, last but certainly not least, I have been reading my list of favorites off of my phone, and just glancing at my phone case every time has made me really happy. This phone case is from artpointone on Etsy, and I'll leave that link down below. They have incredible art print phone cases. This is a Monet print. It makes me super happy. They have Van Gogh, they have Frida Kahlo, they have like all sorts of really fun ones. It was so hard to choose just one, but I probably will get some more down the line because they're just super fun. What I also really appreciate is that a lot of like fun printed phone cases aren't that great in terms of like quality and like heavy dutiness when you drop your phone. This one, you have the option to choose between like a regular like sleeve style case and a heavy duty case, which is what I picked, which is incredible, and it's lasted me really well. It has no scratches on it. I've had it for months. It's beautiful, and it just really suits my personality. So those are the favorites I have for you. Pretty short and sweet, other than my big rambling about high-waisted jeans in the middle, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any favorites or things that you want to recommend to me, please leave them in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.
We're not bruised, they're just party tattoos, and that colorful mess is just colorful regret. Black lipstick will never be a sin, we'll regret it.